Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Underdog Reacts on the confused and I watched Bad Boas, aka Almost Cops. The original title is Bad Boas, that's the Dutch title, but you know, when I looked up the movie, it said Almost Cops. So, yeah, and that's also how it is presented on IMDb. So, the fuck is happening? Why the fuck is it with a different title? You know, maybe because people don't know what a boa is. Or it sounds too much like Bad Boys with Will Smith and Martin something. Which I haven't seen yet. I never seen Bad Boys yet. Which is coming to the channel. It's coming, so I can't remember if I planned it in already or we have to roll for it, you know, for a roll for movies, which we're gonna start in April. Basically the concept for roll for movies, you know, inspired by roll for soda and roll for sandwich, is I'm gonna roll a d20 and we're gonna see which genre we're gonna pick for that day. Maybe the whole day, maybe just one of the two movies that we're gonna watch, or if it's gonna be a double movie, we're gonna maybe roll twice, who knows. We'll see when we get there. But this is a Dutch movie, Bad Boas. Let's start with the movie because I want to talk a bit about it. We're outside of the Central Bank. From the left, we see three people, three men, come on screen with masks and guns. They go inside, and we're now inside, and we're the left side from the door. The door's already open. The first one is inside, and he hits the guard that's standing there. The second one, I think. He hits him. Then I think he goes towards the counter and is gonna stand on top of the counter. The second one is gonna stand in the middle of the room, and the third one is hitting the other guard. The second one starts to shoot in the air and tells everybody to get on the ground. He then says, Dutch curse word, to a guy, and says, get on the ground. But he didn't do it, and then we see the person that's still standing, and it's a boa, which for the people that don't know, a boa is, well, with the alternate title, an almost a cop. You have you have cops, just regular cops, and they're kind of under there. They're not cops, and they don't have the same authority as cops. They don't wear guns or something like that. They can write tickets, but they don't do sort of do murder cases or stuff like that. They don't have the full authority that cops have. So like the title says, almost cops. They're kind of cops, but they're not really cops. They're more like, the police is more for crime, and these guys and gals are more like the city police. They're just there for the city, not for the people, but for the city. Something like that. So hey, you parked wrong with your bike, they can give you a ticket. I think something like that. You don't clean up your shit from your dog, like I said, present in the movie. they can give you a ticket. Something like that, I think. Yeah. So anyway, he was just standing, and he then well, the other two come back here and stand next to the second guy, and the boy walks slowly closer while he's talking to them. But we're gonna leave that, because if you want to know what's gonna happen next, watch the movie yourself. Yeah, this I've like I said, I've never seen Bad Boy, so I don't know what the movie is about. I know it's a kind of a cop movie, and I know that Will Smith and Martin something is in it. That's the two main guys. That's it. That's all I know, and that there are 4 or 5 movies of it. But that's it. So I can't make a comparison, but this movie could have been better. You know, if this was an American movie, with some different actors, it probably would have been better. Um, it just didn't do it for me. The one of the two main guys, Ramon, played by an actor that I know, a Dutch actor, obviously a Dutch movie, Jan Dino, and he really had Kevin Hart vibes, and more like Kevin Hart vibes from Scary Movie Kevin Hart. That you're pumped up, you're hype man, full of energy. That kind of vibes he gave off. He, in my opinion, he didn't really fit the movie. Something about him didn't fit. Um, Ramon also did a kind of a Terminator scene where he was robbed from his wallet and shit, by a guy that he let go while his partner, um, who was was put was de- degraded, something like that, um, to a boa, because he was a cop at first, and he saw that guy, for, oh yeah, here's a gun, and Ramon said from, no, 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 let him go, blah, blah. And then later he was robbed by that guy with the gun. So then he got his termination. His necklace was stolen. That he got from his father, and he went back for the necklace, and while in his underwear, because the rest of his clothes were stolen too by them. And that was, oh yeah, give me my necklace back, blah blah. And they were going away, so they were driving, and then they drove past him, and then they fell for some reason, which was kind of stupid, because they fell for no reason. They could have just drove further, but and then he did nothing. He just stood there the whole time. He just stood there while they were driving. Driving on the fat bike. That's what they called. Fat bikes. That's what they called. And then he turns around, and because they dropped the gun, he picked up the gun, and then he turned around and walked to them, and thought, give me my father's necklace back, my father's necklace, and something like that, and then they gave it back, and then he said, I give you 5 seconds or something, they ran away, and then after they ran away, he started to scream to the sky. That whole scene was so No, no, no. I didn't like that scene. No, it just didn't do it. No. Kind of cringy. Yeah, slightly. You're probably also asking, why are your eyes that much closed? Because I am tired. It's 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock and I'm tired. If I blink too long, I probably fall asleep in the video. So, you know. Um, yeah, that's probably what's gonna happen someday. That I will fall asleep while filming. Anyway, they were Ramon and Jack. Jack was the former cop. They were in a trunk of a car. Eavesdropping to a conversation. And after the guys were gone, that they were eavesdropping, Ramon asked, "Hey, Jack, can I tell you something or something like that?" And Jack said, "Yeah, sure. Yeah, you smell very nice. Or you have a nice smell or something like that." Dude, what the fuck? What the fuck? You know? And then he also thought, no Diddy. Felt that's what the subtitle said. Obviously I put some Dutch subtitles on because I always put subtitles on. This time because it's a Dutch movie, I put on Dutch subtitles. But the subtitle said, "No Diddy, you smell nice" or something like that. But the part just "No Diddy," that was pretty funny. That made me laugh. Yeah. just the "No Diddy" part. Yeah, like I said, the actor Jan Dino, I just didn't. Just didn't do the movie. So no. Overall, the movie was alright. Yeah. It was not. Yeah, it could have been better. The concept was good. I like the concept of it, but it could have been better. Maybe a bit less Kevin Hart vibes. Maybe did something different with the Terminator-esque scene. Acting, yeah. Even for the kids, the acting was pretty nice. It was not bad. I've seen definitely worse. Overall, I think I will give this movie a high 3, low 4. It was alright. But go watch the movie yourself. Leave likes, recommend a good Dutch movie down below in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel. Check out my second channel, Underdog Eats, where I do food drinks every week. Also, time hot sauce and alcohol. On my third channel, Underdog Reacts, where I do primarily music. Link down below in the description. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.